Well, I have been there and done that. You ready to run a gun? It's time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. Truck talking bad boating. Yeah, I guess most of you guys have heard about the two different boat accidents in the tournaments. And some people didn't make it. And who's to say what's going to come down to that? I mean, it's a shame that these accidents happened, especially during tournaments. Where do we go from here? I mean, is it possible that reservoirs could start banning bass tournaments or tournaments of any kind altogether? That's a possibility. I'm not saying anything's going to happen right now, but I guarantee you that there's going to be some looking into on this, especially with MLF and PFL. We got these, the way these boats are designed nowadays, I call them lake shrinkers. That's what I call them, lake shrinker. So we got a 30-mile run. Yeah, we'll get there in about 5 minutes. Not sure I want to ride the boat that fast. But I'll tell you an experience that I had with a guy. It was at one of the clubs I was in, and I drew him for a club tournament, a night tournament, and it was in the summer. And I drew as a non-boater for that particular tournament. And he had just bought him a brand new Ranger Sport. We're talking 97, 98. And we were on the boat docks. We were doing our usual club dock talk. And one of the guys said, "So who you fish with tonight?" And I said, "Floyd." And they're all like, "Oh." I was like, "What do you mean, oh?" They said, "Yeah, we call him Hurricane Floyd." I'm like, "Why?" They said, "You'll find out." I was like, "Oh boy." Well, a thunderstorm had just blown through. I mean, a bad one. A bad thunderstorm had just blown through. I think blast off was 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. And here where I live in Virginia, yeah, anywhere from, say, 2 o'clock to about 5, you're going to get, in the summertime, you're going to get hit. Pretty good chance of that happening. Well, especially on the major reservoir that I live near, which is Smith Mountain Lake, you get a lot of lake effect thunderstorms there. I mean, it's a decent sized body of water. It's not Kerr Reservoir or nothing like that, but it's pretty good size. It's enough to draw its own thunderstorms. Seen it. And there must have been, is probably 15, 20 mile an hour winds. And I guarantee you them swells, the waves that were coming into the marina were probably 3 to 4 feet high. They were white capping. Looked like waves coming on the ocean. You're up on the beach. Well, blast off hit. There goes Hurricane Floyd. His brand new Ranger Sport. I mean, brand spanking new. Full speed. Head into the waves. And we're doing this. There was a couple of times we almost went nose first into a wave, which would have flipped us. Well, I had my right hand under his seat pulling me down, and he has on the side, I don't cuss on this channel, but it's the oh shit bar. That's what we call it. So I had a hold of his oh crap bar, and I had to pull myself down the seat and yelling at him to slow down. Oh, we got a little run. We got to get going. We're going to go. I was like, slow this thing down, Floyd, before you kill us. If I lose any tackle, I'm going to throw you overboard. We finally get to the first hole, and guys, I kid you not, brand new bass boat. I handed him his broken handle that was sheared from the fiberglass off the side of the boat. I was like, Floyd, here's your old crap bar. And I pointed down at the seat, and I grabbed his seat mounts, and I could almost lift him completely off the boat. And I told him, I said, you have to replace your seats. He goes, why are you breaking my boat? I said, why are you driving like a moron? It was either that or I fly out of here. Over a club tournament, guys. A club tournament. There's no excuse for somebody driving like that. I never rode with him again. He invited me to go out a few times just for fun fishing. I'm like, nope, ain't doing it. Unless you go on my boat, ain't doing it. So, guys, just be careful on boats. I mean, yeah, I grew up on Smith Mountain Lake on it every single weekend, all season, every season. My dad was in the Coast Guard Auxiliary, and that's where we stayed. Was on the flotilla base on the lake, and they just did safety runs. That's all they did. They went on outings, and they just would pull people over, just check them, make sure they had everything that they needed and everything. They couldn't write tickets or nothing. It was just a safety thing, and I got to go on a lot of those. And Dad sent me through several boating classes and everything else through it, as a kid and everything. So I knew a lot about boating safety. I think I got a pretty good ground to stand on here. I mean, I even took a sailboat weather course because he wanted me to be all around. I miss them days. But, guys, don't be stupid in a boat. I know that all of us would love to shoot a flare gun at a jet skier. I know we all do. I actually know a guy. I know one guy that did that at night. Shot a flare gun at a jet skier. He shouldn't have been out at night anyway. Whoops. But just be safe out there, guys. Don't be doing stupid stuff, okay? It's I've been there, done it. Just glad I wasn't the moron that was driving. I've got sense not to drive like that. So I don't know. I just wanted to run that by you guys. If y'all do stupid stuff every once in a while, stop. There's no sense in it. There's no need to do it. If you fish local tournaments for fun, stuff like that, it's just a local tournament. Okay? Don't be doing stupid stuff in the boat. That's all I got to say about that, guys. I just want y'all to be careful out there so that you can be around next time to see my videos and see my happy face with my infinite wisdom that means bupkis. So until next time, remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you, keep in Yeshua's name, and as always, fish on.